Uh, See, awesome, awesome. What about now? What about now? Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. There you go. We should be good now. Damn, so I'm gonna have to repeat everything I said all over again. Great, awesome. I'm gonna make it quick. Again, if any of you guys are looking to support the channel, there's three ways you can do it. You can hit the like button, you can hit the subscribe button, or you can buy any of the merch that I have in the description box below. As I showed you, you got some fake shirts, Face Day Night watch, and some Face Day Night sweaters. So if you like any of those, you can go ahead and click the link below, the description, and that's it. That's it pretty much. With that being said, now we can get into the chapter. All right. So last time we left off with this girl threatening Kanata, saying if he wants to win the Grail for something as stupid as traveling to the future, she was gonna kill him right then and there. Which I was like, damn. But then we have Okita. She's not taking any of that right away. She put her sword on her neck, and that's where we're starting off today. I'm surprised you are doing Tsukihime so fast after the stream. This is not Tsukihime. This is type Redline. Oh, the title's wrong. See, yo, I'm yo this today. I'm doing this stream today. Oh my god, cause I'm super freaking sick. So you guys are lucky. I said I was gonna do it tonight. So let's do it tonight. Fate type Redline. Mm. Mm-hmm. There you go. Yeah, so guys, I'm super sick today. So if you see like my energy is a little bit down or whatever, I mean, if the chapter is good, I'm gonna be good. But if the chapter is boring, psh, if the chapter is boring, then I I probably I'm not gonna be all that energetic. Yeah, just fix the title. Yeah, you can tell how sick I was by me forgetting everything. Like I forgot to unmute myself. I forgot to change the title. Like this is I feel awful, bro. But let's go. Let's get through this chapter. Uh, so as I said, we left off with I forgot her name again because her name is like complicated. So, but we got Okita. I'm gonna just call her Granny. I think that's a fair name to call her by, Granny. So we got Okita with her sword to Granny's neck, and Granny is about to kill Kanata. Well, not kill. She was just threatening, but like she has a crazy ass attitude. You you took your time coming out, didn't you? Do you really think you can win the war with this idiot like that? Fujiji See, her name is so freaking complicated. Fujimiya. I am not gonna remember that. Maybe Fuji. Maybe I can remember Fuji. I'll probably go with that. Let him go now. What if I refused? then she's gonna kill you. Hey, stop. I got it. I'll do as Fuji says. So put down your sword. But master, hey, it's your master's order. Yo, I feel like this dynamic. I feel so they're gonna be a team in this Grill War, like all three of them, and Fuji and Aokita, they're not gonna get along. I don't see them getting along anytime soon. It's gonna be rough. She was seriously about to kill me just now. Stop her faster next time. I thought I was gonna die for real. Well, I died too if that happened. I'll have to. Yo, I forgot about that. That's true. That's true. I'll have a heart attack at this rate. So let's play it safe for now. Oh well, you should go back to spirit form, Saber. You're still quite exhausted from the fight in the train, right? No thanks, huh? Kanata is my master. I will not listen to your command, Fuji. Watch your tone. That's right, bro. I can't stop. So everything that Kanata is saying is like it's like he's thinking of her like as if she was like his old grandmother. So right now when Okita raised his voice to her, he's like he was thinking in his mind like that's my grandma. Watch your tone. That's I would be freaking like I would be freaking out if I was him. Oh, what is it with you two? To begin with, why is the strongest class saber a member of the Shinsegumi? Even using some random pile of dirt as a could have catalyst could have summoned something better. Oh, she's saying she's weak. Watch your toe. Oh my god. How did you know I'm from the Shinsei Shinsegumi? I didn't even tell you my name yet. Wait, how did you think we wouldn't find out? Yeah, even I could tell. Why? Because of the uniform? Because I don't know what the Shinsei Gumi is. So maybe because of the uniform? Because I believe like her robe, her sword, and she's supposed to have some other noble phantasm that's like a flag or something. Like I think those three things are supposed to be from whatever squad or military or country or whatever she's from. I suppose this is good timing to go into the city and buy her some clothes. Oh yeah, it was because of the uniform. I have some business too. So damn, so that's crazy. So basically like anybody who sees her, any master, especially if they're from like Japan, they should be able to tell exactly who she is. So that's not good. That's really not good. But I think her uniform is supposed to have some sort of like special powers. So I don't think she can. Well, I wouldn't recommend she take it off. You buy some too. Get rid of those weird clothes. That's right. His clothes are from the future. Here we go. It's the times, I'm sure. It's just because of the era. I did look for it after that, but I just couldn't find the hourglass. Even I can tell that even I can tell that it was some incredible artifact. Did grandma really make it? Actually, that cylinder she had, I feel like it was made similar to the hourglass. Even if I told her the truth about me, how long would it take to make another artifact to send me back? No, I have to win this war first before I worry about any of that. Ah, there you go. I think I've seen a picture of this. So I think she's supposed to have I think it's like a gray a gray the bottom part is gray, and then the top part it I think is pink, maybe. I'm not really used to wearing something like this. So, this is how people dress these days. Mm, does it look weird? I suppose you look great. That's right, you've never seen that. What's with that reaction? I could have never imagined that the Shinsegumi would be so famous in the future. I don't think there is anyone in Japan who wouldn't recognize that coat. Who would have thought that that genius source master was a girl? Yo, fate always does this. We got say Artoria, we got Mordred, we got what's this girl's name? I forgot her name now. We got damn, what's her name? Uh, okay, I'm not gonna remember. It's that girl that has the that fights with the two swords. And then we have Okita. Like yo, women in the Fate universe are badass. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like the best servants are women. Like Artoria, strong as hell. Mordred, strong as hell. Okita, I'm not sure how strong she is yet. And then I guess I'm not gonna remember her name today. And then we have freaking Skahad, strong as hell. Like the women in Fate are ridiculous, bro. Thank you so much for treating me to some place as nice as this. Don't. It's not my money anyway. If you want to thank somebody, thank Grant. Thank Fuji. See, he's about to call her Granny too. I don't like her. She's very oppressive and seems like she's always wants to be the one on top. Right. Just try to get along. She she's kind of important to me, and I don't think she's a bad person. Master, didn't you just meet her? Yeah, but you see, here's your order. Was he about to tell her? He should though. He should tell her. Like he should tell Okita because that way, let's say they're in a fighting situation, right? And Okita has to make a choice between doing something else or saving Fuji. And because she doesn't like Fuji, she does something else. Like he should tell her just so that she knows that if she dies, he dies. I think it will be a pretty good idea to tell Okita. Just saying. Because they don't get along right now. And hell, you saw like Okita was just about to kill her. And she was dead serious too. So I think it's a good idea for him to tell her, Master, what is this? It's just ice cream, but ah, you didn't have you didn't have it back in the Bakumat Bakumatsu period, right? Sorry. Do you not like sweet food? No. I'll gladly try it. Yo, I wish sometimes I'm thinking, right? Like, I wish like I could watch my favorite movie for the first time. I wish I could try my favorite food for the first time again. I wish like I could read my favorite manga for the first time. Like watch my favorite anime for the first time. Like that's a dope benefit that these servants have. Like, cause they're summoned to a whole bunch of different eras, and then they can just try shit out. Like Saber driving a car. That was super fun for her. Like she was driving that car, bro, the way that Saber was driving that car, and then Mordred too with the car, her with the ice cream. It would be pretty freaking dope to be a servant, actually. This it has cold and snow-like texture, but it's also incredibly sweet. Master, do you always eat this kind of stuff? Well, I do after I take a bath. After every bath, amazing. Looking at her like this, she just looks like a normal girl. This girl was fighting to the death last night. What's with you? Things things like this happen all over the world nowadays. Yeah, Noble was dope. I used to think that wars were things that happen in some far away country and that it had nothing to do with me. Do you do you not feel scared about cutting down? It's a fight to the death between Magi. I didn't imagine I could die in some war. Master, I will do anything to protect you. I swear on my life. Master, you. Excuse me. Oh, what the hell? Eh? So, was it really okay to. So, was it really okay to do this? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. But of course, it doesn't matter which of them is the master. Anyone who defies us is a traitor of the nation, and traitors are worthless. Yo, don't tell me. Did she tip them off? Oh crap. Oh, this just got interesting. Well, be the ones getting the grail, and with it, the world. I couldn't care less about heroic spirits, as it as if I let some dead people from the past go about as they please. Ah, damn. Woo! Damn! Damn! Yo, oh my god, was that Ogita? That it doesn't look like her from behind, but wait. Hold up. Who was that? That's not Okita. Whoa. Yo, but this dude is savage. Yo, this dude is savage right now. What's with these guys? They must be assassins sent by the army. The same ones who gave us that info. Ah, which means I just cut up your buddies, huh? Was that wrong of me? I don't mind at all. Our relationship with them is only temporary after all. But I can't believe this kind of trash is what passes for assassin these days. Oh, is this the assassin class saver? The assassin class servant? Yo, this dude is savage. Not gonna lie. Is something wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Wait, so who is she talking to? That's my question. Like, who is she talking to? Anyway, I trust you'll investigate his background. By the way, is there anything on those guys and their servants? Really? Anyway, just let me know if anything you find. Yes, understand. The information gathered by the Holy Church is really useless. So she's talking to the church. Oh, yo, what the hell? Wasn't this dude? Wait. What the hell is going on? Hold on one second. I feel like I missed something. So we got them. So I'm guessing they're on their way to kill her. Okay. Hold up. Cause I got confused. So they're at the restaurant, and right after that, we jump to this page, which is he sends them to kill her, and then he shows up, kills all of them. Okay, yeah, cause I was a little bit confused because there usually is no background on these panels. So now I see a pipe right there. So that's on the alley. I thought this was at the restaurant. Okay, so he goes in, he kills them, and she's talking to the church. Oh, shoot. So whose servant is that? Yo, and this dude is, yo, he's a savage, man. An assassin who's a master swordsman, and he can just conceal his presence and strike in the blink of an eye. Whoo, this is dope. This man is dope. And then we got Okita at the restaurant doing the exact same thing. Oh, this was crazy. Yo. Yo, this is crazy. And why did those guys just like showed up? Like, how did they know that they were there? Did they just like enter the restaurant and found them? And if they did, Like, why would they attack them? Or were they just following them? But then again, so basically Nobu told the master dude, that's the leader of the army, that she fought with Okita. But how did they know where each of them was at that specific moment? Like, they knew exactly that Fuji was at the hotel, and they knew exactly that these two were in the restaurant. That's pretty weird. Unless like Nobu was spying, but I doubt it. And then the assassin, whose servant is that? Yeah, this is getting interesting. What a shame. After my master went and bought it for me. Master, allow me to answer your previous question. Back when I was alive, I was surrounded by many people just like you. People who just couldn't get used to seeing blood. And you see, those people were the first ones to die. Damn. You must prepare yourself. You must get used to seeing people die before your eyes. Because from now on, you will witness scenes so much worse than this one. Yo, this chapter is dope. This chapter is good. Hey guys, if you're in here, please like the stream. I would really appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. Thank you. Yo, like, Okita is cute and all, bro, but she is a savage. She is crazy savage, bro. Look at, oh my god, yo, she's a psycho. Look at her smile like that, like after covering blood and after killing everybody. Like, she's psycho. That's crazy. I'm sorry, but this is a battlefield after all. Yo, she's just smiling like after killing 4 people with no issue. Yo, I don't know how Kanata's gonna take that. Yo, this chapter was dope. This chapter was dope. It started off a little slow, but it got good towards the end. So we know who Assassin is now. So right now we have Saber, we have Archer. We saw some sort of fake Lancer. So we still don't know who the Lancer is. And then we have Assassin. And I think that girl, I think was the 2 chapters ago, at the end there, I think that girl is Caster. So we got Saber, Caster, Assassin, Archer. We're missing Berserker and Lancer. So we got 2 more to find. But this is getting interesting though. So Fuji's working for the church. Archer's working for one side of the army. Assassin, I don't know yet. Assassin might be working for the other side, like the other side of the army. Cause last chapter we saw this dude sitting down that I believe was from from the other army, and then he was just sitting down, and we saw he had a command seal. So that might be Assassin's master. So Assassin might just be working for the other army, in which case he's bad. And then, yeah, we got a few factions right now. we got a few large factions. We got two armies and the church. This is getting good. Like by the end of this, we might see like, I mean, the best, I would say, like the best way to finish this manga, like the final battle, like since this is based like on a war, the final battle should be like an all-out battle royale between like the three or the four strongest servants, just to finish it off with a bang. No, but this chapter was good. This chapter, it was alright. I'll probably give it a 7 out of 10. It started off a little slow at the beginning, but towards the end it picked up, and it picked up in a big way. And we got to learn a little more about Okita's personality, because she's a little bit psychopathic. Just a little bit, just a tiny bit. I don't know how Kanata's gonna take that. So let me read some of this chat comments real quick. Okita has a skill that activates all of her stats. Go down one rank, and it has a high chance of activating in combat. Yeah, cause it's like she's supposed to be. She died of some disease. It's called that thing is called weak constitution. I believe that skill is called. So it's something about the way she died. I think she died from having some disease or something, and that's why she has that skill. I mean, it's a detriment, but it is what it is. Well, but the thing is, like most of her attacks and the way she fights, it's mostly dedicated to finishing a fight as quickly as possible. So maybe because she knows like her endurance is trash, she knows that. So all her attacks are super speed focused and dealing a lot of damage as quickly as possible, especially her Noble Phantasm. So hopefully it doesn't come into play too bad. That's a really bad skill to have. Pretty dope to be a servant unless you're part of Cardea. Being a servant is a pain itself. True, bro. Caldea is. I wouldn't like to be a servant in Caldea. For God's sakes, they have Emiya freaking cooking. Emiya is the cook in Caldea. Like, no. Like, you in Caldea, you're literally a servant. Like, literally. Oh boy. Manslayer. So is that his name? The assassin dude, Manslayer? His name is Izo. Izo. I might have to look him up. Like I'm not sure. And by the way, like something I was just thinking right now, like how the hell? Okay, so I don't see any way that Fuji can escape from that dude. Like he's fast, he's a servant, he's an assassin. I don't think she can escape from him, but I don't think she's gonna die. So this man might just maybe he could be a potential ally, maybe. Because he killed the guys that were gonna kill her. So, and there's no way that if it comes down to a fight, that she can beat him. But then again, I don't think she's gonna die. So maybe they'll talk it out, and this guy could be a temporary potential ally. Maybe. All right, so let's look up this guy, Izo. Let's look him up real quick. So we got a new servant. We gotta see what he's all about. Izo. Let's look this man up real quick. Oh yeah, I seen this guy. I seen this guy before. Wait, but this is not the page I want. Right here. Yeah, I've seen this guy before. I might have him in FGO. I'm not sure. I might. So, strength C, not that much, but he's an assassin. Endurance D. Yo, these swordsmen, bro, they have terrible endurance. Agility B. Kanata, bro, Kanata, Okita might be just Mana E, Luck E, Noble Phantasm C. Just, I haven't seen the skills yet, but just in base stats alone, Okita should be stronger just on stats. Presence Concealment, that's the only class skill. Okay, so we got, there we go. Here we go. Eye of the Mind, Fake C. I mean, that's not that great. Eye of the Mind is a pretty good skill, but at C, let me see. I don't think it does much at C. Yeah, it's just like a basic Sixth Sense. It's not like, cause Eye of the Mind, I like A and B is dope. Like Eye of the Mind at A, you can pretty much almost see the future, like close enough. But at C, it's not that great. And then this Manslayer skill. Manslayer is a sword skill specialized for cutting down humans with a blade. A practical form of swordplay focused on nothing but victory, unsuited for one whose soul seeks out truth of the blade. Yet, that is why it is strong and so brittle. So this is pretty much what it does. Is like he's able to cut people down with ease, I guess. But then his agility is B, which is not that crazy. I think Okita is an A. And then his endurance is bad. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't. He might be badass or whatever, but he's not that strong. And then his normal phantasm is Settlement Sword, an anti-unique mystic sword. Let's see what it does. Settlement Sword is an unorthodox sword style of the manslayer Okada Izo. The ability to reduce any sword technique. The ability to reproduce any sword technique with a glance. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. So we might have a future fight between him and Okita. Because this man, it looks like he's specialized in fighting swordsmen. He is limited to the technique he knew during life when first summoned, but he can become stronger by taking in new sword techniques witnessed after this time of summoning. That's pretty dope. So the best way for him to freaking to use him to his full potential is to then and it should be pretty easy because he has presence concealment. So it's like he should go and watch every single fight and hide until the end. He should pretty much be like a Setsu. Like he watches every fight and then learns from every fight, and then following that logic, by the end, when it's him and another servant, he should be at his strongest. Maybe that would be a pretty good way of using him. Of course, taking the chance to kill a master if he can in the process, that's also dope. But he should just like watch every single fight that he can. Let's see what you guys are saying. I will say I would say search him up until the next chapter, but I don't mind. I don't mind just because just knowing what he can do, it's not the same as seeing it. Like I can see from here that he can copy source styles, but seeing him actually do it is super dope. For example, like when Okita used her Noble Phantasm, I already knew what it was. I already knew what it could do. But seeing it, it looks dope. Like it looks super dope. So I don't really get spoiled by reading skills. Well, some with E-Luck. Why is E-Luck useful? E-Luck sucks. It's like so the way that luck works in Fate, it's not like you're lucky, like you're gonna walk down the street and if your luck is high enough, you're gonna find $1 million. That's not how it works. So the way it works is like you have chances. So for example, if you're getting hit with an attack that has a chance of like for example, Gay Bulk, right? Gay Bulk is it's an attack that has the added effect that it has almost a 99% chance of killing its target, right? If your luck is high enough, you might be able to dodge that effect. The same thing with like the Armut's blade. So if the Armut, he has a blade that once he strikes you with it, it adds an effect to you that wound can't no longer be healed. If your luck is high enough, then you might be able to bypass those effects. Like you got lucky. Like my attack didn't do the effect that it was required. So that's how luck works in Fate. So having bad luck is like you getting hit with everything. So for example, somebody like Gilgamesh, right? That he has a whole bunch of weapons in his treasury, right? And he just flings him at you. Like if you have E luck, like if any of those weapons have any special abilities, you're getting hit with all of them. Like you're getting hit with all of them. And that's not good. Yeah, I saw that he had one more skill, but that's it says that is only it says that that's only under Riska that he has that skill, which is sword plays as swift and powerful as a falcon. So yeah, like it says it only he has it under Riska. I'm not sure, so but let's read it. Let's read it. Um, Localized as swift and powerful falcon. These words are used to describe Iso's sword when he was still seeking knowledge in dojos during the Edo period. While Iso often learns new styles, as he never trained seriously in any art, always leaving halfway, he was never initiated into any secret arts, and Iso's eyes, each each style, each swordsman he would meet always looked to be beneath him, and as a matter of fact, they were. I mean, it's pretty much sad. It's pretty much said the same thing that the Noble Phantasm did, which is like that his sword skill is on point, but he doesn't seem to have that skill under whoever his master is. Manslayer should increase damage to others. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. So like the way I thought of it was like, oh, he has an easier time cutting people down. Like it's not as hard as other like to him cutting people down is it should be like something like cutting up butter. Like you saw the ways he cut down those soldiers. Like his slices were super clean. It didn't look like it took that much effort. If you can set your own stat, would luck be would luck be the point you least put into? Um, I would say depends on the weapon. Depends on kind of one kind what kind of weapon I use. Because if I have something like gay bulk, I will want my luck to be as high as possible. That way I can increase the chances of actually killing my target every time I use gay bulk. So it depends on what kind of servant I am. So for example, if I'm an archer and let's say I'm a regular archer, like a bow and arrow type archer, I would say I would put most of my points on my maybe my noble phantasm and my agility, because if I'm an archer, I would like to keep my distance, so I would like the agility to back off or or run away from my opponent as quickly as possible. So I would say strength is not that big of a deal for an archer. So I would say agility, noble phantasm, and if my arrows have any sort of like special abilities, I would increase my luck as well. My endurance, I wouldn't really put it much, like like if I was like Enkidu where I could just change my stats to whatever I want, like I will say the least, if I was an archer, the least most important would be endurance, mana, endurance, mana depending on what kind of arrows I fire, but I would say most of my points will go towards agility and noble phantasm. Then if I'm a swordsman, it's different. So if I'm a swordsman, I would like to have my strength be as high as possible, my agility be as high as possible, and my endurance be as high as possible. But if I'm a rider, for example, I will say my agility needs to be super high, my noble phantasm needs to be super high, and so it depends on like what kind of servant you are. Are you the close combat type? Are you the long distance type? Are you a mid range? What weapons do you use? You know. Well, it depends because you can compensate. So, for example, if an archer doesn't have strength that much, um, he can compensate by adding mana to the arrows. So it really doesn't matter that much. Like if you snipe somebody from 10 meters away, and if you put mana into it and their guards down, it doesn't matter how powerful the arrow is. So for example, Chiron, his arrows are not are not anything special, but he was able to get Achilles just because his guard was down. And if he would have shot him in the head, he would have killed him. So as long as you have mana, like strength really doesn't matter if you're a bowman, because again, like you can just put, and most bowman's arrows usually have special abilities. So with a special ability and mana, you can make your shot pretty powerful. Like your normal shots should be pretty powerful. For example, Emiya, like most of his shots are filled with mana. That's why they have like that small explosion on impact. So mm, that's not how the Armor Spear works. It always happens. Well, you could say that, but it should always happen. But consider it. It's weird because see, this is something that I don't like about the Fate, like the Fate franchise as a whole, where it's like you got some things that are canon, right? Like you got visual novels that are canon, but then you also have games that are canon, and then you also have uh, light novels that are canon, and then if you can't put the same thing in a game as you do in a visual novel, because then you'll break the game, but then the game is also canon, which is freaking weird. So it's like the armored spear, it should always happen. Like if he hits you, you're no longer able to heal that injury. But then in FGO, it doesn't work like that. But then it's weird because there's so many things that are canon. For example, like I did this poll on my Instagram the other day, and people were saying like events that happen in like Carnival Phantasm, they were treating it as canon, and I'm like, it's freaking weird, bro. Like, so it's the whole game canon? It's just the story part that's canon, or like what is it? That's not. Writer is Ryoma. Look at them up. Ryoma for later, buddy. Strength. Uh, yeah, I'll do. If that's the writer from here, I'll do it when he shows up. Can you look up for Chad Orion? Yo, Orion is a savage, man. Like I looked him up the other day, bro. The dude is crazy. Like his strength is A. Bro, I remember his stats by heart because they're so easy to remember. Like his strength is A. Endurance is A. Agility is B plus. Mana is A. Luck is A. Noble Phantasm EX. Like this dude is ridiculous. This man is super crazy, bro. Like the dude is like he's a physical Chad. Like this dude would like if he was a real person, like he'll win Mr. Olympia 10 years in a row. Like he has muscles on top of muscles on top of muscles. And not only does he has so much muscle, but he's also super fast. Like I think Orion is like the fake version of the freaking Hulk. And I think Orion is even more ripped than the Hulk. Like this dude is a specimen. Like a lot of people call him Chad, and I can understand why. I don't remember. I don't remember like stats like that. But what I'm saying, by the way, when I'm talking about stats, you always so basically you always want to have everything as close to C as possible. Obviously, if you let's do something. Let's do something, right? So let's say you have. Let me grab my phone. Because the way Enkiru's ability works, it's like he has a certain number of points that he can use to put like you have a certain number of points that you can put to any of his stats, right? So I believe it's something like 21 points or something that he has. But the thing is, like, if you're a saber, right? You want to have your agility and your strength and your endurance as high as possible, because obviously you're gonna be fighting at close range almost all the time. So that's not saying you're gonna have luck, but what I am saying is that you have to have like those things, at least at the very least. Strength and agility should be your main concern, because with strength you can deliver powerful attacks, and then with agility you can evade most attacks. So if you can have like anywhere from A strength to A agility, you should be good. At that point, endurance won't really matter that much, because you will barely get hit unless you're fighting with someone that is stronger and faster than you, which will be super weird at that point, since your strength and agility is so freaking high. Or maybe you're just fighting someone that's way more skilled than you. But yeah, like if your strength and agility are high enough, endurance doesn't really matter that much. But I would say, like, if you're a close range fighter, you want those things. For an archer, I say your endurance doesn't really matter that much unless you get caught in a close combat situation, and if you do, that's on you. Like you should have planned out your attack a lot better because archers aren't suited for close combat. So I would say the most important things for an archer um would be his agility, and either his mana or strength. If your mana is high enough, you can just boost your arrows by adding mana to them. So it's either one of those two. And then your noble phantasm, because you want to be able to kill super strong opponents in one shot. So you can either go strength or mana, have agility as high as possible, and noble phantasm as high as possible. The and by the way, have you guys noticed that lancers have terrible luck? I'm pretty sure there's a reason for that. So is if lancers, like, it's not a meme. Like if lancers have usually, like, they're so okay. So think about it like this: a spear can be thrown and it can be used to fight at close range, but the range of the spear is greater than a sword's. So you can pretty much fight anybody at any range. And if your luck is high enough, most, for example, like the arm, not the armor, cool. There's a reason why he has E luck, because if he had A luck, he will be broken as hell. Like all his gay bulks will kill you. Like, because remember, he has two attacks, two gay bulk attacks: the thrusted version and the thrown version. So the thrusted one, it has less of a chance of killing you, but if his luck is high enough, then that will kill you every time. Like, Cool wouldn't even have to do anything. Like, he just have to show up to the fight, gay bulk, and you're dead. The Armut, like, if the Armut had A luck, he has a skill that calls itself Night Tactics. That it makes his opponents make mistakes. It induces his opponents to make mistakes. So imagine if the Armut had A luck, like that would happen all the time, over and over and over and over and over. And then those wounds, the effects, they won't be able to get healed, and that will happen over and over and over and over. So most archers, and then Skaha too, like most archers with A luck would be broken. That's why most of them have E luck. Like it's it's a bad idea to put high luck on archers, on lancers, especially the lancers we've seen thus far in the animes. What was Dracula's? What was Dracula's luck in Apocrypha? See, like his luck was D too. Like there's a reason why they don't give lancers high luck. And imagine too, like if your luck is high enough, like every time you throw your spear, it would. It's like you would throw your spear from 10 meters away, and if your luck is high enough, it will probably hit your target. I mean, you could say like it's a trope that they use in Fate where they have archers be good at close combat, but an archer should be an archer, you know. So it's like Chiron, his close combat is dope, but his strength lies in being an archer, you know. His archery is way better. But the thing is too, like most of these servants, they have other classes because most of these heroic spirits, they're not just like they're actual warriors. Like back then, for example, like all those Greek heroes, they used to constantly fight in wars and stuff, and they used to fight with whatever they had on hand. Like this man Diarmid, like his preferred method of fighting is using a sword and a spear. He's nerfed as a servant all the time. Like as a servant, he's nerfed all the time because there's no such thing as a dual lancer swordsman. This man is nerfed all the time. He's either a saber or he's a lancer. So it's like most of these guys, yes, but like most archers should be good at archery. But it's this trope that Fate uses where like archers are super good at close combat too, which totally defeats the purpose. But okay, like every archer should be like Gilgamesh, like you stand in the back and you shoot stuff. But we got Chiron, who's super good at close combat. I think he even invented his own martial arts. And then we have Archer Emiya, who's his main affinity is swords, so he's good with a sword. And then we have Grand Archer Orion, who's a Chad in physical prowess. So it's like, yeah, it's like a little trope that Fate uses, but archers should be archers. Just like most assassins are really assassins, you know? Pretty the main stats of Saber should be AGI before strength because your close combat evading an attack is better receiving. Yeah, like I usually go like if I had to choose between one of them, yeah, I would choose agility. But strength is is important too because usually when you're clashing, well, it depends on what kind of sword you use. For example, if you use like a broadsword, um, you should like if you have this is the thing. Like it depends what kind of weapon you're going up against, first of all, because uh most of the times you see these stalemates where swords are like clashing against each other. Obviously, the more strength you have, you'll be able to bully your opponent more. So it will be like for example, do you remember the fight between Heracles and Saber? Like Heracles was just bullying Saber because his strength was I believe it was 2 ranks higher than hers at that moment because she was under Shiro. So he was just bullying her. Like he was just every time their two swords clash, like he will send her flying. So it's like the more strength you have, the more you can bully your opponent if you're a swordsman. Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, cause the thing would be right if mana wasn't a thing, they would need high strength, but mana is a thing. So most top tier archers add mana to their arrows anyways. So they don't really need that much strength. It's it's almost impossible because I was watching this show the other day. It was about archery, and you obviously, in order to train in a bow, like compound bows, they have a certain weight, like 50 pounds, 20 pounds, like and those pound the whatever bow you're using, you need to be able to pull that much weight to draw the bow. So most archers, if they're strong enough to draw a bow, their strength should be average compared to a normal person. Like compared to a normal person, they should have above average strength at least. Banana guy, who the hell is that? Rama, let me see this Rama person. Wait. Oh, Rama, is that guy with the red hair? If you've been following the channel, you know I'm horrible with names. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's this guy with the red hair. He was in that singularity that had cool Berserker cool, right? Was it like the I think it was like the North America singularity. Um Strength A, endurance B. What class is him? It doesn't say. Huh. Heroic spirit in the other. He's a saber, an archer, and a lancer. That's dope. He can be all three night classes. I'm assuming his main one is a saber though. Strength A, endurance B, agility A plus. See, yeah, like those are the right stats for a saber. Yep, yep. If I was, for example, if I had these stats, I would choose to have maybe, and his noble phantasm is an A. Yeah, like those are perfect stats for a saber. Magic resistance A, writing A plus, divinity A. Oh, he has divinity. That's interesting. Blessing of the martial arts A, charisma B, curse of separation A. Oh, that skill sounds interesting. By Master, anti demon, A plus to EX. So the first thing that I want to take a look at is curse of separation. All right, so curse of separation is a skill where, due to a curse that was put on Rama by the wife of the monkey with the name of Valley, all because of an incident where Valley was murdered by him, Rama can never meet with his wife Sita, who can possibly be said to be also his other half for all eternity. That sucks. That freaking sucks. So what happens if they're summoned into the same Grail War? And then what else? What else? What else? What else? Uh, Blessing from the martial arts. I want to see that one too. Uh, a skill where Rama, whose fate is to defeat the Demon King Ravana not only displays excellence in swordsmanship but with all forms of martial arts as well. Also, due to this, he can bring out his prided spear and bow with powers close to a noble fan while a saber. Wow, that's dope. So he can be a lancer and an archer in one class. That's super dope. Like the Armut would freaking benefit from that. The Armut Saber the Armut should have that skill. So he can bring out his spear. Brahmastra. That's a dope looking sword. So they can never be summoned into the same girl war. That's horrible. It's fucking bad. Mm, woman who was born say, it's not a bad noble phantasm. Originally an arrow to bring knock down the bow. Rama, who wanted to become a saber, forcibly remodeled it into a sword. That's dope. So he made an arrow into a sword. That's not bad. Sounds cool enough. And it looks badass too. And then we got this anti-army. I'm assuming this is just the regular saber blast that all the sabers have. Noble Phantasm Rama, the numerous weapons guaranteed by the Sage of for opposing all kind of gods and demons. Several overwhelming numbers of weapons included. Discs, which are throwing weapons. The javelin of the club. Wait, so he can. So with this noble phantasm, he can just use all these weapons at once. That's not bad. Yeah, they're cursed so powerful that they can even be in the same game. Wow. That's hilarious. One is in the mobile game and the other one is in the arcade. That's crazy. That's hilarious. His first noble phantasm has attacked. Look at it. Usually they show it, like when you look it up, but it didn't for some reason. Usually they show the noble phantasm, but they don't have it for some reason. Oh, there you go. Yo, yo, that's dope. That's super dope. That's super cool, bro. That's crazy cool. The way that he just makes his sword spin until it turns into a disc, that's dope. I like it. It's a dope noble phantasm. So the thing with this other noble phantasm, does it mean that his sword can turn into all these weapons? Because it said in the other noble phantasm, it said like it could turn into a javelin, a disc. What was it? The disc that we just saw, a javelin, a club, the clubs, um, a trident, and a bow. This guy's pretty interesting, actually. Damn, we've been going for an hour and a half. Yeah, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it. The chapter, it was dope. It got dope towards the end. It was actually really good. I think I said rank was 7 out of 10. But yeah, like the chapter, it got good towards the end. And then next chapter is supposed to be dope because Assassin is there. So the next stream should be Thursday. If I'm able to do it sooner, I'll let you guys know on Instagram. Um, yeah, so it should be Thursday, which is Tsukihime. So wait for that. Thank you so much for watching. And again, guys, if you want to support the stream, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, or you can also buy any of this merch that I have here. Although links to those are in the description box below. That would really help me out a lot, and they look super cool too. I will try to get some more stuff. Um, maybe some phone cases. So that's pretty much it for this one. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Jay, thank you for coming. Ken, thank you. Inu, thank you for coming too. Catch you guys later. See ya.